In this, my 100th video, I will show you how I went from having a thumb to not having a thumb. So follow along. This is where it started, where I lost my top. Well, this is the culprit. But it's not how you think. It wasn't the blade that cut it off. It was the handle.
Is this how you lost your thumb?
It's not how I lost my thumb. Working on my pool, specifically the timer, is not how I cut my thumb off. I did not cut off my thumb using a pair of flush cuts. No, using a drill is not how I cut off my thumb. And no, changing the car battery is not how I lost my thumb. And no, working on my pool equipment is not how I cut off my thumb. And no, working on the mower is not how I cut off my thumb. I know a bunch of you are wondering about this, but doing electrical work is not how I lost my thumb. And no, working on my player is not how I lost my thumb. Oh hey, glad you're all here. It's a great day today because this is my 100th video. And this is how I lost my thumb. This is the actual hallway right here. So we'd had a water leak in the kitchen, which had destroyed about 30 square feet of flooring. And we had hardwoods throughout the entire lower floor, all the way through into this room up here and over here. The whole entire, basically downstairs, had hardwood floors. So we went and found a place that we could get them all replaced for, I don't even, let's say $6 a foot installed, which we couldn't even buy the stuff for less than $7 a foot. So I was going to save $1,000 by removing the floors myself. So we're having a hard time. They had already replaced, when they constructed the house, they had replaced some of them in here, in this entryway here, from the front door to the back of the house. They must have scratched them up because there was like rubber cement holding this stuff on, so it would not come up. It was brutal. So my wife said, hey, this is coming up really easy in the hallway here. So I came over to the hallway with my tool. If you look down below, so I came over in the hallway with my tile scraper, which I didn't use the end of it to chop my thumb off, but it's interesting how it actually happened. So you'll see most people, when they lose their fingers, they use a chop saw or they use a table saw or they cut them off, or I crushed mine. So I was taking the tool and I would peel up some of the boards and I would shove the tool up underneath, and then I would push down and it would pop the glue. And then I would take those boards and throw them aside. Well, one board was sitting out about probably 8 to 10 inches farther than the other ones. And it was right about by this light socket, or this socket here. As I shoved that tool up underneath there, that board came up and it did a dead nut stop on my thumb and the tool handle. So for illustration purposes, I'm going to use my flashlight here, but this is about the same size as the little T-handle that was on this tool. And the tool, it's going to be one of these, I'll put it in an inset here somewhere. It's basically a 6-foot tile scraper. Big old blade on the bottom. So I would shove underneath there and I'd push down and I'd pop those boards up. Well, that board was sticking out, I'd say maybe a foot farther than all the other ones. And as I shoved that tool up underneath that wood, it hit a soft patch of glue or maybe an open pocket or something, and it went flying up underneath there, and that came up and hit just like so, that piece of wood. So it was 1/4-inch tongue and groove, and it hit right on that tool and cut my thumb right off. Now I had gloves on, so of course I said, ouch. My kids were in the playroom. I think my oldest was 7, my youngest was 3, and give or take a year. So my wife comes into the hallway here, and she's like, hey, honey, I think when you go to the kitchen, you're bleeding. I'm like, okay. So I'm just holding it. If you ever hit your finger with a hammer, basically waiting for the pain to go away. Well, it never subsided, and I'm just irritated and mad. And she says, there's blood on the floor. So I'm like, all right, let's go to the kitchen. Went to the kitchen sink, go to take my hand out of the glove. I could feel the piece of thumb trailing behind it. Now, if you look at my other thumb here, so you can see that I do have the knuckle. So when the piece of wood came through and hit, it basically went at an angle from the bottom of the pad of the thumb here where your fingerprint is and went right to where the nail is. It cut the bone in half and everything. So mind you, I was going to save $1,000 by pulling these hardwood floors up myself. So after it's all said and done, go to the ER, they put the thumb back on. We have to go to the grocery store to get medication for pain. My daughter, like I said, was 7 at the time, maybe 8. And the place we're going to was Tom Thumb. And guess what she said? "Ha, Dad, look, Tom Thumb." Yeah, runs in the family. So after it was all said and done, within a week it turned black. So I had to pay roughly $2,600 to have it taken off again. So I didn't really save very much money. But that's the story about how I lost my thumb. So again, if you can use one of these tile scrapers, when you shove that sucker down in there, you're going through, just make sure your finger's behind it. And don't put it up in front because it hurts. So that's how I became a thumbless person. So I appreciate you watching. Again, this is my 100th video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all following along and enjoy it. My dogs. None of these guys are around when I cut my thumb off, but thanks for watching. Have fun out.